Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krystian checking back in with another video. Let's start today's video off with some prep files from our current reigning Mr. Olympia, Samson Dauda. And I know I've already said this numerous times since the Mr. Olympia, but the bodybuilding world could be in serious trouble for the next few years. One of the main arguments I heard when Heidi and Derek won the Mr. Olympia was they were very short. They just didn't look like Mr. Olympia. Now, that isn't one of my takes personally, but I have heard a lot of people say that. They say a guy like Samson Dauda, Andrew Jack, they look like Mr. Olympia. If you see these guys in public, you would believe that this was the best bodybuilder in the world. But back to Samson Dauda, this guy pretty much has everything, and again, he is still managing to improve from show to show. The only thing this guy was missing was a back and needed to bring better conditioning. Without a doubt, I don't know how this guy did it, but he completely transformed his back double bicep from a weak pose to a strong pose. And Samson's conditioning seems to slightly be getting better and better year by year. But let me know in the comment section below, do you guys think this could be the start of a reign for Samson Dauda? Now next up, I want to talk about a recent update of Rafa Brandão. This was actually just posted up as I was recording this video, so I'm gonna assume this is the most recent update of Rafa. And I also want to mention that Rafa will not be competing in the Prague Pro. He said Romania will be his last show of the year. And to be fair, I never reported on Rafa doing Prague because personally I didn't think he would do the show anyway. But Rafa's looking pretty good here. He said he's expecting to bring a completely different version to this year's Romania Pro. Neil Hill said he's looking better than he did going into the Arnold Classic Ohio. And Rafa is rumored to be 260 pounds right now. And of course, Rafa has one of the most aesthetic physiques in the sport, and conditioning looks pretty good here as well. The only issue I could see him running into at Romania is getting outsized by Akeem Williams. I definitely have to see these guys side by side to see how they stack up. But again, Rafa needs to bring the conditioning. No need to play the size game versus Akeem Williams. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Tonio Burton, winner of this year's Cali Pro, runner-up in Brazil, third place in New York. Tonio pulled out of this year's Mr. Olympia because he wanted to take a little bit more time off for health reasons, and he also wants to actually make some improvements. Nothing was wrong with Tonio's health, he just wanted to take time off to make sure everything was fine. But it looks like Tonio is getting back to it now. Looking at the lineup at the 2024 Mr. Olympia, I definitely think he would have been around that 7th to 10th spot, battling with Bonac, Brandao, and Akeem Williams. But looking forward to seeing what he's going to bring in 2025. Hopefully Tonio adds some size. Now next up, we have a recent update from Regan Grimes, and it appears that he's actually getting serious this time, guys. Regan is posting updates almost every other day. And in the caption of this post, Regan said 2025 will not disappoint. And don't get me wrong, guys, I like Regan. He has great potential as far as at least top 6 at the Mr. Olympia, but I think he needs to take a little bit more time off to make improvements. But again, seems like Regan is going to compete in 2025, and I truly hope that he brings it. But I'm not sure if significant improvements have been made since his last showing. What do you guys think? Now next up, we have a recent update from the Definition Charles Griffen, who has officially returned. And Charles also recently stated this is going to be his last year in the sport, but he definitely plans to go out with a bang, go back to the Mr. Olympia, and I'm pretty sure Charles wants to finish in that top 10 or probably improve on that. He said he took a little bit of time off. As you guys know, Charles tore his pec, ended up taking a full year off just to rehab that, and as of recent, he's getting back to heavy training, but I'm looking forward to seeing this guy back on the scene. Having some time off can truly do the body some good. Now switching over, not to classic physique, switching over to Chris Bumstead, ahead of the Prague Pro. This is the latest update from him. And Chris is probably 15 to 20 pounds heavier than his classic physique weight cap. And he looks somewhat like an open bodybuilder, at least in the upper body. And Chris is really starting to get people. I'm seeing some people say, you know what, maybe Chris can come in and win the Prague Pro. But I think he'll walk away with second at best. Now, switching over to Krystian Wolski, who will be competing in this weekend's Romania Pro, and definitely a dark horse for this show. I'm pretty sure most people are looking at it as Rafa, Akeem, and Horse MD, but Krystian Wolski can definitely get in that 3rd place spot and possibly even that 2nd place spot. This guy has beautiful structure, he brings great conditioning, also has a good back. I think Krystian just overall needs to add a little bit more size to be truly competitive. He's a slightly taller guy. But let me know in the comment section below, where do you guys have Krystian placing? Now, next up, we have a recent update from Elliot Dermond, who is currently 5 weeks out, and this guy is already peeled. Serious improvements have definitely been made from last year. As I said before, midsection looks a lot tighter, and yes, this image has been edited a little bit, sharpened up, but even still, the conditioning on this guy is just ridiculous. And without a doubt, I'm pretty sure we all think he's going to get his pro card in just 5 weeks. This guy should hop in the nearest open bodybuilding show and try to get a qualification for the Mr. Olympia. I mean, why not? Elliot still has some work to do from the back, but from the front and from the side, this guy's very impressive. And to be fair, he has also improved his back. I like what I'm seeing from this guy. Looking forward to seeing him on a pro stage. But let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here with the archive of the day. You guys let me know in the comment section below who is this legendary bodybuilder. And as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. And if you have not done so already, for some very odd reason, like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krystian from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.